Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Babak Bagede Imo TV. The date 28th February 2022. I am Morire Bilalawal. First are the major headlines for the national news. Farmer elder clashes, Ogun, NSCDC calls for peaceful coexistence. Police arrest 5 notorious cultists in Ijebu. Stop stealing God's money and beating your wives. Anglican bishop cautions priests. Angry mob beats Randy father for reportedly making love to daughter in Abia. How 4,000 Nigerian students stranded in Ukraine. Presidency lamented. Now the news in detail. The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) Osun State Command has warned that elders should keep off farms so as to avoid the destruction of farm produce, which is the cause of the farmer-header crisis. This warning was given by the Osun NSCDC Commandant Emmanuel Ocheja in Osogbo, the state capital, during a one-day workshop in preparation for the 2022 International Civil Defense Day. Represented by the head of Agro Rangers Unit of the Command, Deputy Commandant of Corps, Yakin Ocheja advised that all stakeholders in the agro-allied sector should embrace the use of alternative dispute resolution mechanism to resolve issues rather than resort to confrontations and aggressive combats. Delivering a lecture on the theme, Civil Defense and Management of Displays in the Face of Disaster and Crisis, Role of Volunteers and the Fight Against Pandemics, Ocheja assured the Corps was committed to the protection of the agro-allied industry and is ready to confront all the security challenges that may negatively impede food production and security in the state. The Australian CDC board noted that the federal government is poised to ensure that everybody who is engaged in agriculture has a peaceful atmosphere to go about their occupation without any fear of intimidation or harassment. In his words, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps is ready to cooperate with both farmers and herders to achieve a peaceful coexistence in Osun State. And to the next story, 5 notorious cultists have been apprehended by men of Ogun State Police Command on Tuesday along Molikwa Road, Ijebu, while planning violent attack. The suspect identified as Shegun Olabi, aka Koleja, Musa Atonda, aka Musa Sas, Olorun Juedalo Adewale, and Olamide Odewale, and Peter Anoluwapo Akinyemi were arrested following an information received by policemen attached to Obalinde Divisional Headquarters Ijebu. Platform Times gathered that the hoodlums, who are members of Ayekum fraternity, have been on the wanted list of the police force. The suspects were reportedly seen gathering in groups at the back of one hotel, the Prime Hotel, in preparation for a deadly attack. The police public relations officer in the state, DSP Abimbola Oyeyemi, disclosed this on Sunday in a statement. Oyeyemi said the suspects were actively involved in various court clashes that had claimed many lives, including that of a serving policeman, Sergeant Akim Hussein, attached to Ijebu Division. He said the suspects were arrested after the DPO of Obalinde Division, the SP Salami Murphy, mobilized his men and headed to the scene. He said on citing the policemen, the hoodlums engaged them in a fight-gun battle, but they were subdued by the superior firepower of the policemen, which eventually led to the arrest of 5 amongst them, while others escaped with bullet injuries. The suspects, after being caught, confessed to have been involved in some robbery operation in Ijebu and its environs, and that of one of the prominent leader identified as Path was killed in one of the robbery operations. They also confessed that after killing, the all do is to cut off the right hand of their victim. However, some items were recovered at their hideout, which include 1 locally made shotgun, 2 live cartridges, and assorted criminal charms. The Commissioner of Police, Larry Bankole, however, applauded the gallantry and professional performance of his men and also directed that the suspect should be transferred to the State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department for discreet investigation. He also charged his officers to take the battle to the doorstep of all known criminals in the state in order to make Ogun State a peaceful place for all. To the next story, Bishop of the Anglican Diocese of Nike, Enugu State, Right Reverend Christian Onya, declared that any pastor that beats his wife is an animal, adding that such a person cannot have anointing. The bishop urged Anglican priests against stealing God's money and beating their wives, He gave the advice during a sermon tagged 3 persons to watch. I held the historic preference of 6 archdeacons and 8 others canons by the diocese on the Niger Anglican Communion on Sunday. Among those preferred archdeacons include Reverend Canon David Ijebu, Reverend Canon Chinedu Nnakwe, and Reverend Canon Iperichukwu Nwako. Others are Reverend Canon Chigozie Anieto, Reverend Canon Marcel Eme, and Reverend Canon Dan Uche. The 8 preferred canons are Reverend Wilfred Umiagobu Gesi, Reverend Gabriel Uwabuibu, Reverend Ugo Chukwu Nweke, and Reverend Benjamin Obodo. The rest include Reverend Ifeanyi Azubike, Reverend Chukudi J.B. Okafor, and Reverend Matthew Chukwememe, and Reverend Sunday Achebe. He also charged the priests to always uphold sound Anglican tradition. And the next story is coming from Abia State, still in the southeastern part of Nigeria. An angry mob was beating a man identified as Chiedu Ama for allegedly making love to his daughter. The incident occurred in Obiechi Ukomi, Local 10, Abia State. A video clip which has gone viral showed how the girl accused her father of making love to her. The video of the man being humiliated by the mob being shared online. In the video, the girl, who is obviously of her age but lives older than her, is seen narrating how her father allegedly made love to her. She said it happens about 5 times. She alleged that her father, named Chiedu Ama, told her to strip, then he applied oil to the private part before the act. The Abia State Police Command had, however, not confirmed the incident. And the final story for the national news this hour is coming from Nigeria and Ukraine-Russia invasion. The stranded Nigerians, according to a statement on Sunday night signed by Garba Shehu, Senior Special Assistant to the President, Media and Publicity, were unable to cross Ukraine borders into neighboring Poland. Bloemfontein gathered that Ukrainian police and security personnel were refusing them to board buses and trains heading towards the Ukraine-Poland border. The statement reads, while efforts to begin talks between Russia and Ukraine are underway, paramount on our minds is the safety and human rights of some of our thousands of Nigerians, citizens, and many others from friendly African nations today stranded in Ukraine. There is a long history dating back to decades of Nigerians and other Africans studying in Ukraine, particularly medicine. The majority of Nigerian citizens in the country today are university-enrolled students. From video evidence, first-hand reports, and from intact contact with their words and all Nigerian consular officials, there have been unfortunate reports of Ukrainian police and security personnel refusing to allow Nigerians to board buses and trains heading towards the Ukrainian-Poland border. In one video widely circulating on social media, a Nigerian mother with a young baby was filmed being physically forced to give up her seats to another person. There are also separate reports of Polish officials simply refusing Nigerian citizens entry into Poland from Ukraine. One group of Nigerian students, having been repeatedly refused entry into Poland, have concluded they have no choice but to travel again across Ukraine to attempt to exit the country via the border with Hungary. We understand the pain and fear that is confronting all people who find themselves in this terrifying place. We also appreciate that those in official positions in security and border management will, in most cases, be experiencing impossible expectations in a situation they never expected. But for that reason, it is paramount that everyone is treated with dignity and without favor. That was the national news from BGI TV. But before we go, a quick recap of the news headlines once again. Farmer header clashes. Ogun and the CDC calls for peaceful coexistence. We also brought to you, police arrest 5 notorious cultists in Ijebu. Stop stealing God's money and beating your wives. Anglican bishop cautions priests. Angry mob beats random father for reportedly making love with daughter in Abia. And last story, how 4,000 Nigerians stranded in Ukraine, presidency lamented. For more updates on our YouTube channel, the handle is Rampaging TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell, select all. On Facebook, Magide Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page so as for you to access our broadcast. On Instagram, Magide Imo _22. For other placements of your goods and services, coverage of event and function, the phone number streaming on your screen is the direct line to call for advert placement only. Thank you for watching. I am Moriri Rabina Lawal.